SpaceX is getting closer to going public. It hasn't been officially confirmed, but the signs are hard to ignore. When it finally happens, it will likely be one of the biggest IPOs in history, attracting massive attention from investors around the world. And just like every major IPO, most people will be too late. By the time regular investors get access, the valuation will already be stretched, and the real early gains will be gone. That's why everyone is asking the same question right now. How can you get exposure to SpaceX before it actually goes public? Most of the obvious answers aren't very helpful. Private equity funds, secondary markets, and pre-IPO allocations are either inaccessible to average investors or already priced at a premium. So instead of chasing the obvious, a smarter approach is to look at the ecosystem around SpaceX, the companies that quietly power its operations behind the scenes, because sometimes the best way to invest in a giant isn't to buy the giant itself, but to own the critical pieces it depends on. To understand this opportunity, you need to understand the real bottleneck in Starlink. It's not rockets, and it's not satellites. SpaceX has already solved those problems. There are thousands of satellites in orbit, with more launching every week. The real challenge now is data. Starlink is generating enormous amounts of data in space, but that data is useless unless it can be transmitted back to Earth quickly, reliably, and at scale. That's where things get complicated. The key technology that makes this possible is something called E-band frequency. This is a very high-frequency radio spectrum that allows massive amounts of data to be transmitted at extremely high speeds. It's essential for handling the sheer volume of traffic coming from a large satellite constellation like Starlink. The problem is that E-band signals are incredibly sensitive to atmospheric conditions like rain, humidity, and even slight interference. To overcome this, you need extremely powerful signal amplification, and this is where the engineering challenge becomes serious. Traditional semiconductor materials, like gallium arsenide, simply don't have the power capacity needed. The industry has been shifting toward gallium nitride, a much more powerful material capable of handling higher frequencies and greater energy loads. But there's a catch. When you push gallium nitride chips to the levels required for E-band communication, they generate extreme heat. So much heat that they can literally damage or destroy themselves if not properly managed. So now you have a very specific problem. You need to generate massive power at very high frequencies using advanced materials while also managing extreme heat and maintaining signal quality. For years, this combination proved incredibly difficult to solve at a commercial level. Many companies tried, very few succeeded, but one relatively small company managed to crack it. This company operates in a niche that most investors never pay attention to. It specializes in high-frequency radio components, particularly in the millimeter wave spectrum. These components are essential not only for satellite communications, but also for defense systems and next-generation telecom infrastructure. What sets this company apart is its ability to produce high-power E-band amplifiers using gallium nitride technology at scale. Its flagship products are among the most powerful commercially available solutions in the world. More importantly, they solve the exact problem that has limited the performance of satellite ground stations. And right now, demand for these solutions is exploding, largely driven by the rapid expansion of satellite internet networks. One of the most interesting aspects of this story is the relationship with SpaceX. Instead of just being a customer, SpaceX has structured deals that go deeper than simple supply agreements. There are strategic alignments, long-term contracts, and even mechanisms that allow SpaceX to increase its stake in the company over time. This creates a situation where both sides benefit from each other's growth, and incentives are closely aligned. But it doesn't stop there. The technology being developed isn't limited to current systems. SpaceX is already planning next-generation networks that will operate on even higher frequencies, enabling significantly faster data speeds. These future systems will require even more advanced hardware, which means the demand for high-performance amplifiers could grow substantially over the next decade. From a financial perspective, this kind of company can be very compelling. It operates in a high-growth industry, benefits from strong demand visibility, and often maintains higher margins due to its specialized expertise. If it's managed well, it can generate significant revenue growth while maintaining a relatively strong balance sheet. That combination growth, profitability, and strategic importance is rare, especially in smaller companies. However, it's not without risks. The biggest concern is customer concentration. If a large portion of revenue comes from a single client like SpaceX, any change in that relationship could have a major impact. There's also execution risk. Scaling production while maintaining quality is never easy, especially when dealing with advanced technology. And finally, there's competition. Even if a company has a lead today, other players may eventually catch up. Still, this type of opportunity represents a different way of thinking about investing. Instead of chasing headlines, you're looking for the infrastructure behind the headlines. Instead of buying into hype, you're identifying the systems that make the hype possible. And in many cases, that's where the real value is created. So while everyone else is waiting for SpaceX to go public, the smarter move might be to look at the companies already benefiting from its growth today. Because by the time the IPO arrives, the market will already understand the story. But right now, there are still pieces of that story that remain under the radar, and those are often the opportunities worth paying attention to. Disclaimer: this content is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial, investment, or legal advice. The views expressed are based on publicly available information and personal analysis, and they may not be accurate or complete. Investing in stocks, especially small-cap or lesser-known companies, involves significant risk, including the potential loss of your entire investment. Always do your own research and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. The mention of any company or opportunity does not constitute a recommendation or endorsement to buy or sell any securities.